All right, welcome back to the show. The great Congressman Byron Donalds. Byron, big vote coming up on Ukraine and or the border, which in the House is H.R. 2, which is quite a good bill. Speaker Johnson is rumored to include seizing Russian assets. There's not a lot. It's only about $5 billion in the U.S. Making some of the aid a loan, which was a Trump idea, and reversing Biden's LNG export ban, which is always a good idea. But, Byron, what is your feeling about a Ukraine bill, about the border bill? And I guess it's kind of all wrapped up in will Speaker Johnson remain Speaker Johnson?
Well, first, let me tell you, when it comes to Ukraine specifically, these are going to be major issues for the Speaker of the House to try to get through. You have a majority of House Republicans that do not want to support any more Ukraine funding if the border is not secure. And there's been no movement from the White House on this and no movement with the Senate on this. So that's a real problem. Number two, if you want to take repo assets, that's one thing. But giving a loan to a country that, frankly, doesn't have an economy right now is something that is not going to work long term. How are they going to pay that back? And I would say that I don't really think this is something where there are senators who brought that idea to President Trump. And so there are senators who want to do that because they want to give more money to Ukraine. If there's anything we should do, we need to be talking seriously about some of the rare earth deposits that are in Ukraine, that if we're going to help you maintain your sovereignty, at a minimum, the United States should be able to have access to some of those mineral rights so we can repay our debt in the United States incurred on behalf of Ukraine. But I'm telling you right now, without the border being secured, there is a majority of House Republicans that will not vote for another dollar to Ukraine.
And I assume because he's a bright guy and he's a nice, awful nice guy, Speaker Mike Johnson knows that. He knows that. So the stakes are going to be pretty high in the next couple weeks. I hate to put you out on a limb, but right now, I mean, we'll have you back plenty of times. We always do. How do you see this playing out, Byron?
What I think is going to happen is typical of this town, Larry. It's going to go to the 11th hour, and at some point, a deal is going to get cut. And unfortunately, it's probably going to be a bad deal. But the fact of the matter remains that Joe Biden has left our border unsecured. You can't go secure another nation if you're not going to secure your home first. We need to take care of that business here in America. If we do that, it would clear the pathway for a funding bill for Ukraine.
You know, just to the last 25 seconds, H.R. 2, which is your House border bill, was a very good bill, I thought. A very good bill, and the Senate won't deal with it.
No, the Senate won't deal with it, Larry, because they want open borders. The Democrats have wanted this policy. They haven't now, and they're not going to stop it unless they're forced to stop it and take care of the American people. And so we have to hold the line in the House to make sure that the White House changes policy and reverses course, because that's in the best interest of America.
Byron Donalds, thanks a million. Great to see you. Look forward to come back soon. Appreciate it. Folks, I'll be right back with my last word.